Yeah.
Does that make y'all laugh, or do y'all die laughing when y'all see the clone Gucci?
I didn't used to like it at first when I first got out. I felt like it's discredited everything that I had been working so hard to do. You know what I'm saying? I felt like people was hating, saying I was a clone instead of saying.
Playing for about 8 years now. It started around when around Illmind 5 when that came out.
What about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You know, out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing.
It's the wildest conspiracy theory in hip-hop history. We're talking about the time Kanye West hinted that the trap legend Gucci Mane might have been replaced. But here's the kicker. Kanye claimed the real Gucci actually died in jail years ago. Apparently, those shocking rumors about Gucci Mane being cloned might not be so crazy after all. That is, if you believe the claims recently made by Kanye West. He alleged that the Gucci we see today is a government-made copy. This clone is supposedly controlled by his wife, Kesha, who Kanye suggested is actually his handler. Wild, right? Especially since she's the one managing his social media and allegedly keeping him in check. Stay tuned, because this story only gets messier from here.
Let me just show you how I know this is not Kanye. So Kanye is 5'8", Kim is 5'2".
Got down now, but when I first got out, I ain't gonna lie, I used to be annoying. I used to be like, that's so lame.
Did you talk to OJ?
Yeah.
What you was gonna put in the book?
Yes, I talked to OJ. I talked to OJ yesterday. That's my dog.
And it had a Gucci suit.
Welcome to the Fame Game. If you love diving deep into Hollywood's messiest and most bizarre stories, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. The seeds of this cloning theory were planted long before Kanye spoke up. It all traces back to 2013 when Gucci had a chaotic meltdown on Twitter. He went completely off the rails, tearing into everyone from Nicki Minaj and A$AP Rocky to French Montana and Blac Chyna. No one was safe. He even accused the rapper Yaki of copying his style and famously kicked Waka Flocka out of his crew, Brick Squad.
You supposed to be uplifting him and empower him and speaking affirmations and uplifting his spirit. That is demonic. So I go in the booth.
Not long after that infamous meltdown, the police picked him up in Atlanta. Reports say he was acting erratically and even threatening people in traffic. When officers tried to arrest him, he charged at them. They eventually took him in, finding drugs and a gun. As a repeat offender, this incident finally landed him in prison. He was sentenced to over 3 years, but served about 2 for good behavior. While he was locked up, reports circulated that Gucci was turning his life around. He supposedly realized his mistakes, sobered up from his lean addiction, and wanted to go to rehab.
That is a lie. No, we was cool. I was not on your... Stop it.
You used to be texting me what hotel you was at.
When May 2016 finally rolled around, Gucci Mane walked out of prison, but something felt instantly off. He was 50 pounds lighter, sober, detoxed, and hitting the gym. He looked healthier, sounded clearer, and was suddenly preaching sobriety and discipline. This was a complete 180 from the wild, unpredictable Gucci everyone remembered. The internet couldn't handle it. The dramatic change felt too sudden and too extreme. If you're still with us and enjoying this deep dive into hip-hop's biggest mystery, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the Fame Game keep bringing you stories like this.
And it was funny because we seen each other on the airplane, right? He was sitting in my seat.
Oh, God.
That's the craziest junk ever. I ain't never told the story, right? He's sitting in my seat, right? So I'm like, damn, I don't even want to talk to him, but I got to tell this dude, get out my seat.
The whispers grew louder. The real Gucci didn't make it out. The one who emerged was a government-made clone. Fans came ready with evidence. The biggest proof was that massive weight loss. People posted endless side-by-side photos comparing the two Guccis.
Yeah. Does that make y'all laugh, or do y'all die laughing when y'all see the clone Gucci?
I didn't used to like it at first when I first got out. I felt like it's discredited everything that I had been working so hard to do. You know what I'm saying? I felt like people was hating, saying I was a clone instead of saying... Yeah, I didn't like it. Yeah, it died down.
Then there was the notorious ice cream cone face tattoo. Fans claimed the one he got back in 2011 looked lighter, faded, or even slightly moved. Was it aging, or was it a cloning error?
Let me just show you how I know this is not Kanye. So Kanye is 5'8", Kim is 5'2", You see, he's got a little hat on his boots. She's got some heels on. You notice the height.
Online sleuths also pointed to his cleaner style, white teeth, and how polished he looked. On their own, these changes made sense, but together they screamed replacement to conspiracy theorists. But the biggest proof wasn't just how he looked. It was how he acted. The new Gucci was calmer, wiser, and totally transformed in attitude.
They said you're gonna have to pay it back because he just put this information out there, and this is gonna put people in the wrong mindset of what we're trying to do in society. So they told me that if I don't do these list of things.
Gucci's inner circle had already raised red flags. His ex-girlfriend, Mac Breezy, and rapper Nicki Minaj had previously warned everyone that something was up, only to be dismissed as crazy. A year before the release, Mac Breezy claimed the man who came out wasn't the real Gucci. She said he felt off, and his wife, Kesha, would constantly step in to keep her away. Nicki Minaj later jumped into the mix, arguing that Kesha was only there to keep Gucci sedated and live off his money. That one comment reignited the clone talk online. It took another bizarre turn during an interview where Kesha, who was supposed to be helping promote his new book, ended up describing his condition. She revealed that Gucci suffers from schizophrenia and has been battling it for years. She claimed she's the main reason he hasn't had any public outbursts because she does such a good job managing his condition. Just when things couldn't get crazier, rapper Hobson went live on Instagram with a shocking confession. He claimed that certain industry elites forced him to become Gucci's clone. They supposedly threatened to hurt his family if he didn't agree. Hobson explained that it all started around the time his song, Ill Mind 5 Inches blew up. He was told he had to pay a price for releasing information that could change how people think. He was called to an office on Wilshire Boulevard in Los Angeles. He described being sat down in an all-white room. A door opened and they showed him a Gucci suit, a full body clone outfit. When he realized what was happening, they simply confirmed his fears. They told him they ran facial recognition programs on him, and he was the only one who could pull off being the new Gucci Mane. Gucci himself was surprisingly cool about the whole ordeal. He chose to play it smart, never fully denying the accusations. At one point, he posted a Snapchat video with a smile saying he would neither support nor deny the cloning theory. Fans took this as a full confession. Then he dropped the music video for First Day Out of the Feds, which featured literal multiple versions of himself, a clever nod to the rumors. And later, Kanye West fanned the flames again in his song Champions with the line, "Now that Gucci's home, it's over for you, Gucci clones." But once you look past the drama, everything about Gucci's change makes perfect sense. The weight loss came from a strict diet and workouts in prison. The tattoo differences? Simple fading, lighting, and time. His new attitude is what happens when someone gets sober, finds clarity, and puts in the work to truly change. Even the CIA has reportedly brushed off the claims as pure science fiction. If you found this theory fascinating, please hit the like button one last time before you go. The so-called Gucci clone has become one of hip-hop's strangest and most enduring legends. It's part myth, part meme, and a perfect example of how internet culture turns personal transformation into an iconic conspiracy. So now the big question is yours. What do you think? Was Gucci really cloned, or is his story just a perfect example of real growth and self-improvement? Let me know your theory in the comments below. For more deep dives into the chaotic world of celebrity stories, don't forget to subscribe to The Fame Game. We'll see you next time.